Welcome, world. Welcome to another edition of the Stocks is Talking podcast with Ibn Getz.
All right, here we are. We get into this trading day. I'm a little behind schedule. I've been watching these charts. They will probably be joining us later. Right now, seeing a couple of setups. Nothing I really like. We could have got in here at the open. It was actually a nice play. We might have a breakout now. So I've been waiting for it. I had a couple screens going. I'm waiting for it to break out of this channel here. So watch it on a 15-minute on think a swim. I've just got another screen over here going to 5 minute. See if we can get out of this channel. We've just been going pretty sideways. Here we go. Breakout happening. 10:56. So 4 minutes. We'll be going into the new hour. So definitely gonna be keeping an eye on this. I want a nice directional trade. I don't want something I like to get a scalp, but I've been seeing some good trades. Last week I saw a bunch of good trades set up. I didn't take them. So today I was actually looking at buying a put right here at the open. Opened at 456.14, and that candle closed the low at 453.56. So I mean that would have been a good one, but the only thing would have been if you held this too long. Came down here and then we ran right back up. All right, looks like we got a breakout happening now. High of this candle, 458.38. We're at 458.38. We got it. All right, so we matched the high. All right, so if we open above, we may have a breakout starting. My only issue is where we're sitting on this band here, this upper band. This could reverse and head back down. Same thing on a 5. Way overextended. So I worry about going back into the channel. So we got under a minute to go for the next hour. Definitely the setup was here for the run up. Keep seeing your highs are getting higher. So definitely could have took this, rolled this up here. Still not liking it. Volume's declining. All right. This looks like this could actually reverse. This candle will close 458.32. This candle 458.30. Yeah, so we might have a double top here. The only thing stopping me right now really is this channel, because it seems to like to play to hang out in here a little bit. So I'm gonna watch this for a little bit. If I think this is gonna continue down, then I may set up a put. $458. Um, 458. All right. So we're in this at 450, around 458. If we do get in here, then I would expect to buy this to at least 457, maybe lower. If we break past 457, could just have a run down back towards low of the day. I don't have another screen so I can watch the news or anything right now, so do not like the volume though. It's just declining. Hold on, 3. All right. Let's see. All right. Back in the channel. Let's see. Next candle about to pop up on the 5 minute. Still don't like it. So the resistance became the support. Still trading real sideways. On an uptrend. Bullish engulfing on this last candle. Not really feeling the price action today. But all I'm looking for now is a sign of another breakout or a reversal. It has been on an uptrend. And I'm not just going to go against the trend. Lucid gets SEC subpoena for the SPAC. Crypto still down. This looks like it's getting weak. Nine. Well, let's see what we get. Going back in the channel now. Now, all I wanted was a scalp. I've had a million opportunities, but that's not what I'm looking for today. 5 look like? It's a push up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Back in the channel, bouncing around. Oh, this is crazy. Looks like it's flattening out. So we minute left on the 5 and the 15. Getting out of its own way though. Sideways. So, this is going to break down if this is a reversal. I'm not going to be in it until we get past this. Level here. That's these two SMAs. Definitely not going to play it while it's still bouncing around in this channel. And when it comes in, maybe we'll have something else, another play. Used to do it looking for plays, all that, usually just stick to the spy. If some crazy news comes up, maybe I jump on something. But other than that, everything else is long term. By shares or by leaps. Volume's still on a decline. We're getting towards noon. So once lunchtime hits, not expecting too much anyway. I call this day a wash. Come back to it tomorrow. Jump in. Want to hopefully be set up a little sooner. Maybe get an early morning play. This one I actually saw right I realized right before it happened, so I missed that one. So these are the two plays. There was the open. We had a little bit of momentum, saw it dying down. Saw we were at the top band. So I saw this play, and that was almost immediate drop. You had a little bit of sideways, but saw this breakout maybe a second or two before it happened. So missed that one, and pretty much been sideways the rest of the time. No good plays. whole lot of consolidation. Just waiting for a breakout, some kind of confirmation. But as long as it sits in this channel, not seeing anything I like. Just can't. Nope. Don't leave that one a hold. Get a move higher. We could resume the uptrend here. Just dancing around though. Let's see if this pushes higher. Pushes out of the let's go 5 minute on this chart. Could be starting now. Let's see. Hey, what up?
Yo, what's going on? My bad, I'm late, but I'm here.
Hold on, I can't even hear you.
Yeah?
See what's going on.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on, we having technical difficulties.
Okay. Yo.
Figure out what's going on here.
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. You hear me?
So you ain't have your headset on, cuz that's what that was.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't hooked up. I don't know why it ain't. I ain't getting nothing out the speakers, but it's all good.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So I see we got some charts up. What we're doing, what we're working with. This the spy.
Yeah. Yeah. This is spy. I'm sitting here watching the spy. I've been waiting for it to break out of this channel.
Mm,
Um, but we ain't really getting that. We might be getting it now.
okay.
This candle here. So that's what I'm waiting on right now.
You trying to jump in on a put?
Nah, I think this actually looks like it's gonna break out to the upside if it does.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So we missed a couple of plays. I was just going over some stuff. So we had at the open
Mm-hmm.
we had this pull down.
Hold on.
Um,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually watching the 15 at the time, so it pulled all the way down, and then we had the double bottom here
Mm-hmm.
and a
And then
run up
shooting
here.
it up.
Yeah, but then you
Right.
could see the uptrend starting.
Mm-hmm.
I actually should have been watching the five because it was real clear on the five on this one.
Okay, okay.
But but yeah, we had this run up, but now we've been just playing in this channel just sideways.
Yeah.
So I've been watching this and waiting for this breakout, which looks like it might be about to happen.
Mm.
Um,
I'm seeing that wick. It looks like the buyers are trying to make something happen, but the sellers are resisting it. That's what I'm seeing.
yeah, and this is why I've been staying out because since we've been in this channel,
Mm-hmm.
there's been a whole lot of this,
Yeah.
you know. So I've been waiting for it to move out of here, give me some kind of confirmation,
Okay.
and so far nothing.
Okay. Well, what I'm about to do while you sit on this chart, I'm gonna jump on the bar chart and just see if there's anything on the on my options, my unusual options volume. See if there's anything on that list.
Okay, yeah, and even if you wanna share the screen, you can always do that too. Go in there and see what's going on. If there's something else going on for the day,
That's a bet. Yeah. Let me see.
and it's like it wants to break out, it just won't.
Mm.
This is crazy.
I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
All right,
I've been losing friends and finding peace. All right, here we go.
all right.
All right, so let's see. And I'm just now jumping on here for the day. So let's see. Oh, see, hold on. That's unusual stock options volume. That's not what oh, that is what I want. But why don't I see, this doesn't look right.
All right, we might be getting that breakout.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let's see if this holds up. 11:30. We broke out of the channel.
Let me know if it's a move. I might mess with it with you.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Just trying to. If this pulls back some, I may jump in this one.
Okay, you know what? Let me unshare,
Yeah, I can take care of it.
and then
All right.
do you have a strike price in mind?
So I just pulled up the calls. Um, I usually try to go one in the money or I go at the money.
Okay.
So there's a 458 and 457.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking right now is going with the 458.
Mm.
So it's still just the volume is so low. Look at that. Look how quick that reversed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna give this a minute and see what this does.
I've been losing friends and finding peace. I'm gonna just get my joint ready and see if I find a good. So I'm gonna put in my spy just in case it's the move we want to jump in on.
Yeah. Yeah. I got mine set up on the phone, so
Yeah.
I almost pulled the trigger a little earlier and then just wasn't feeling it. I
Okay.
really
So
would like to see it move out of this channel first and then get a confirmation
okay.
and then jump into the play. Because, I mean, you had the uptrend and now it seems to have flattened out some,
Right.
you know.
Okay. I'm looking at these $457 calls for next Friday. Oh no. Damn. That's for shit. That's for 2 days from now. I don't want that. Let me.
Oh, for December 8th, yeah, they got
Yeah, I
the,
forgot the spy. You can like get calls.
yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So that's the only thing you got to watch an expiration dates. I got killed like that once. Put a
Yeah.
bunch of money on an expiration thinking it was for I think it was on like a Friday, and I thought I was buying an expiration for the next week.
Okay.
and I ended up buying that option that was expiring that day.
Damn.
And it was supposed to be a swing. I was planning on holding it. So I'm sitting in this trade and it's losing value, and I'm trying to figure out why because the trade is I'm like this is going my way. It wasn't moving crazy.
Right.
Um, Joint goes to zero.
Damn.
I'm
Yeah,
like
that
trying
sucks.
to figure it out. I finally realized I got the wrong expiration date. That crushed me.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, yeah. So and it's happened. I've had it happen multiple times. It's you rush into a trade, grab the wrong expiration, the wrong strike price, or even going buying the wrong side,
Right.
buying a call when you meant to buy a put, buying a put when you meant to
I've,
buy a call.
yeah, I've done that.
Yeah,
I've definitely done that.
we're moving.
I might be looking at the 456 strike for next Monday, the 13th.
Okay. What kind of volume and open interest we looking at in there?
Let me see. Actually, maybe I'm not gonna do that one. I was just looking at the change difference to see how
Hmm.
much it's moving. But nah, it's not a lot of volume or open interest on that one. So
Okay.
maybe I don't want that. And this is I'm glad we talking through this, guys, because this is the important piece. Once you kind of find a trade that you think you're interested in or option play, then it's important to find that right strike price. How's that strike price moving? What's that volume? What's the open interest? What's the delta? So
Right.
that's what I'm going through right now, trying to find that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I see she moving a little bit now.
Yeah, it's starting to move. So the last candle closed at 457.80. The next candle opened at 457.80.
Mm,
All right, I would have liked it to open a little higher,
yeah.
but still gonna keep an eye on this. At least we're out of that. We're out of the channel.
Okay.
So
And
let's
it's ready to bounce.
let's see if it can continue this. If it can stay out.
All right, because I think I found strike price of interest.
Okay.
The $455 strike price for December 17th. That one has 2,589 volume, 38,509 open interest.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
that might be the one. $450 strike for the 17th. So I'm
That's
gonna go in and
crazy.
get my joint set up for that one
Okay.
for the 17th, $455 strike. Okay, so I got my joint ready to hit the button. I'm gonna chill and we can sit here and look at this chart for a second. But it looks like she's primed. She's moving because
Yeah, 458.06 is the high on that one. 458.06. Okay, we already matched the high.
mhm.
All right. Yeah, so, all right. What time is it? 11:37.
She pulled down a little. That might not be a bad thing.
Right.
People once you get into really trading, I know we do a lot of shit talking, we talk back and forth, but once it gets down to you're ready to make that play, this when we get real focused. Real
Yeah.
focused. But yeah, cause I'm kind of feeling it.
Yeah, I like it. It seems like the it wants to resume the uptrend. I just don't. It's like I said. My only issue right now is that channel.
Mhm.
That's like
Now,
a
now
mag.
tell us what you mean when you say that channel.
So I'm talking about this here. So I had set this up. I don't know, a week ago.
Mhm.
Um, so you got these two levels, these two price levels,
Yep.
and what it's doing, it keeps getting into this area and sitting in there.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps pulling back in there, whether it's above it or below it. It just keeps going back to that level.
Mm-hmm.
So what we want is to break out away from that.
Right.
And so far, it's just not getting far enough away.
To
Uh,
indicate a positive uptrend.
yeah, it's like a magnet. It just keeps going back to that level. That's why I just keep holding off. And my thing right now is, if I wanted to hit a scalp, I could have scalped this multiple times today. Um,
So
even
why
in
are
the
we
channel.
doing it, Gus?
Because that's not what I'm looking for. I wanted a nice trade during the trend, up or down.
Okay,
You know, um, my issue right now is the PDT because I'm still waiting on that transfer.
I got you.
So that PDT is going to be an issue until that transfer is all set.
Right.
So I don't want to waste it on a scalp where I take, you know, 5 cents. Where I mean, it'd be like, let's say it's $5. That it's $5. Times by 100 using leverage. So let's say it's $5 you're getting per contract,
Mm-hmm.
and I get 20 contracts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I made $100, but I'm making $100 when I'm putting up, you know, 8,000, 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not what I want right now. So I'd rather sit and wait for those movers. See, I don't like this. That looks like it could reverse. Um,
But what I do like is that it opened above that support right there. That's what I,
yeah,
not in my opinion.
yeah. Actually, you right on that.
Yeah.
That's holding up well. Um, yeah. So that's my only thing. I've just been looking for, like I said, I missed a couple of big moves because I should have just been looking at the 5 instead of the 15.
What are
But
you
even on
looking
the
at right now?
so we're looking at the 5 right now.
Okay.
I just swapped it out. I got the 15 open on another screen over here that I'm not sharing at the moment. Um, yeah, I'm starting to like this one. So yeah, but that's all it is. I mean, if it turns into a scalp just because for whatever reason something happens with the trade, then it is what it
Yeah.
is.
True.
But I'd rather have that nice play. Like I told you, we talked through the plays last week that I seen that I didn't take,
Mm-hmm.
and none of those were scalps. Well, one of them would have been a scalp. Um, but there was one. It would have took 15 minutes. You know, that would have been big money. Another one would have been an hour. That was a big money trade. Um, Actually, there was like 3 or 4 of them last week, and I think I actually mentioned the last one was the one we actually did when we was recording last time, and that one, I think you stayed in it. You did a swing, but
Yeah.
but I scalped it,
Yep.
and uh, I think I made like $90 because it was um, my timing was off, and I realized it, so I jumped out of the trade.
Right. Yeah. I think I made
So
200 on that one.
yeah, but the position I was in, I think if I held it till the next day, that one was worth 12 or 15K.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't like the setup at the time when I got in.
True.
So I jumped out of it. So I think I'm actually, I think I'm about to push the button on this one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What strike price you looking at?
458.
Okay.
Of course I did that.
What happened?
I closed the app when I was going to put the order. Oh man. All right. Let's see. All right. So
I'm
All
getting
right.
so I'm looking at this and I'm getting pullback vibes as I'm looking at these last three candles and how they all have the long wick to the top. Or at least the last
Yeah,
two. That's giving me pullback
yeah, you
vibes.
could be right. So I'm actually in it right now. So we'll see.
Okay.
If it holds this level, then I'm good. I'm not gonna stress it. 11:43.
Okay. Maybe I'll get in it with you because this one right here is giving a nice long wick the other way.
My only thing is the volume right now. So the volume's not crazy,
Yeah.
but we're about to hit the next candle. We're moving higher.
You in profit yet?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. I'm about to sell this though.
Okay. Oh yeah, she jumped, cuz.
Yeah.
Good shit.
What's going
Oh
on?
yeah, she
Nope.
moving. You out?
Uh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I got in at 497.
Okay.
I had 20 contracts, and I got out at 515.
Nice.
So what is that? 18, $18 a contract. 20 contracts, so like 360.
There you go.
Um, yeah. What's that? How long was I in that?
A minute. You just made 360 in a minute, cuz. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So
I
I
might have
saw
missed
it.
the train on this one.
Yeah. So the only reason I jumped out of it was because of this top band here.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting a little close.
Okay.
So that was my whole thing. I didn't want
Mm.
to. I didn't want to be sitting in that trade as we got closer to that band because then we could pull back.
Okay. So that's like another level of resistance right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So on top of the fact that if you look at where it's basically been hitting all day, it's hit a
Mm-hmm.
few times, right in this area here
And pull back.
and pulls back, which is basically right where that band is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing. I mean, you could get a breakout, but my big thing was I don't want to be in it if it reverses, which it's doing now.
Yep. That was a good call. Now she pulling all the way back. That was a great call, cuz.
Yeah,
I didn't get in on it. I was chilling, but I like the fact that you got in, got out. I
yeah,
still might see if there's room for me to jump in at a later time because it's still not pulling back beneath the support we have right here.
right.
Which
So now it's just about confirmation on whether if it's gonna there we go.
mm-hmm.
So now there could be a play on a put.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So I'd be looking to confirm it, even though I think that we pulled past it. Yeah, we passed the low of the previous candle.
right.
So it's turned into a bearish engulfing candle.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, 11:47. I'd be mad if this was the candle where it reverses. It runs down the rest of the day, and I can't be too mad. I got a little something.
Hell yeah. Can't be mad at all.
So
I like this wick is forming. I'm wondering if it's trying to pull back up. It's a definite battle right now between these buyers and sellers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm considering jumping in.
Yeah, I mean, and it still is an uptrend. Uptrend hasn't broken.
Right.
You know, you have the pullbacks, but it hasn't broken yet. So that is, and we got room on the 15. Uh, Top end is 458.80,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. Yeah, 458.80. That's top end on 15. So there's room. Um, my only thing is, does it pull down and come to this bottom band here, which
Mm.
it's kind of looks like it's doing now.
Yeah. That could be the entry.
Yeah, yeah. Or unless
Or it's
if
ready
this
to break through it completely.
right, if this is the reversal, this double top here, and it pulls down, then we could see the band, this bottom band, turn down, curl down,
Mm.
and this could just ride it down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Let's see what this next candle does.
yeah, let it pick a direction.
Yeah.
1150. We're about to go into it. Looks like we opened around the same level. It's gonna bounce around in that channel again.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see that bottom band,
Yep.
how it started to curl down.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be the start of the reversal.
Mm.
And we're under all these moving averages here.
Right.
We got a whole lot of resistance. The moving averages, the top of the channel here. So this could be the reversal here.
Okay.
It's got a couple of things to break through, which it's the momentum seems to kind of be there. Um, as far as the bears, so you got this level here, and then you got the bottom of the channel here in the band.
Right.
I feel like it'd be a lot harder for it to run up right now than it would be for it to just drop.
Mm. Let's see what she gonna do. I've been losing
So
fence for the piece.
yeah, I think this is a reversal.
Mm. So you think about jumping in on the pullback?
Um, I don't even know if I can actually. I'm actually checking the account right now. See what's going on. They didn't. What's that? Six. Nah, I think I gotta wait.
Okay.
Got to see what's up with this deposit though.
Mm.
Waiting forever for this to hit the account. That's the only thing I hate having all these. I got like 5 different brokerage accounts.
Okay.
So sometimes moving between them is a pain
Right,
in the ass,
right.
So now I'm like waiting. What I used to like to do was use TD Ameritrade
Okay.
and have a cash and a margin account.
Mm,
And then what I would do is trade on my margin account um, until I couldn't anymore. And then I'm trying to think, is that the way I did it? I think it was trade on a margin first, and then I would do a transfer
okay.
to my cash account, and then that would give me another trade. So even if I had to deal with PDT, I could trade during the day, and then I could instantly move money to my cash account where there's no PDT issue because I can only
Mhm.
use the money I have.
Okay.
So then once I go in a cash account, then as you use the money, you can't use it again until it clears.
Okay.
So you're done for the day. Whatever cash you use, once you use it, you're done.
Okay.
But you could just do that until you run into that wall,
Mm,
and then the next day everything settles. You do it again.
right.
But right now, I'm uh I'm just using Thinkorswim for these charts. But besides that, I actually been making the trades in Robinhood just because it's just simple.
Ah, see.
And TD still on the option side. Still the fees are
Mm,
crazy,
yeah, they are.
which I don't understand. But whatever. All right, this looks. I still think this is gonna drop.
So I jumped in and I'm about to jump out.
Yeah, call or put.
Call.
Okay. So it looks like it's like it was setting up a bear flag here,
Mm,
right? So you got this, and then this looks like it. See, it's right up under these SMAs. So, but it it may go a little higher before it pulls down. But the only thing is, you got all this resistance,
yeah.
So that's the only issue there. It's fighting just to stay where it's at. I definitely think we got a drop coming,
Shit, I just got out.
and we coming up on. Okay,
I made
all
$5. I ain't mad.
right. Hey, you came out green.
Word.
You came out green. That's what matters.
Yep. Yeah, I bought in at, let me see.
And then it pulls up when you after you get out.
God damn
That's
it.
always the way. That's always the way.
I should have chilled. That's all good.
Yeah, I mean, but you see how quick it had that little push up and now it's back down. So you could say that, but imagine how quick you have to be getting out of that,
Yeah. So I
and you
bought
have
it.
to be you have to
Okay.
be getting out while it's on the move up because
Hmm.
otherwise your order doesn't get executed. Now you're trying to rush
Yep.
to get out of it before you take the out.
Yep. I bought it at 872.
Okay.
I sold it at 877. So,
All right.
only had one contract.
All right. And that's see now 872, 870. Yeah, that's how I normally scout. 5 cents. My
Mhm.
only thing is, just it's buying a lot of contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
That one contract cost me 800
yeah,
or
yeah.
872.
So when I scalp, that's my only thing. If I'm gonna scalp a trade, then I'm buying close. I'm buying
Mm,
a closer expiration so I could pay less, just because that that risk involved with it.
that's a good point. That's a good point right there, Gets. If you're
You know,
scalping, you can come a little closer to the expiration because you're in and out. You're not
right,
trying to wait for a few days.
right,
Literally
yeah,
trying to wait for a couple minutes. You're trying to trade the candles.
yeah, yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
5 minute chart, 15-minute chart. That's all I want to do. So like what I've been doing the Friday expirations just because I know the volume and open interest on some of like the
Mm,
Mondays and Wednesdays can be lower.
true.
So like I'm trading. What's I think this Friday is the 10th.
Yep.
So that trade I just made, that's what it was. I traded the 10th instead of going with the 8th.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to trade same day because the theta decay is crazy.
Yep.
So I didn't want to do that. But at the same time, and then Wednesday, I didn't want to go into a Wednesday and the volume was too low. The volume in OI was too low.
Right.
So I went with the Friday because Friday, that's where you know that the money's going to be there on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's what I did there. Yeah, I still think this is gonna drop. I'd be buying now when the candle's green. Maybe when it pushes up to that, um, when it touches the SMA and riding this down to at least the bottom of the channel. That's probably
Mm-hmm.
how I'd play this. But honestly, this could be when it finally breaks out of the channel to the downside.
Yeah. Shit, I might want to. I'm trying to think. Do I want to use 2 day trades today?
Yeah, see, that's the issue.
Yeah.
You know, so
But I do want to just call some out, Gets, because I think we're kind of brushing over something that's essential for this recording.
what's
We
up?
bo- we both sat here and made live trades and came out green,
Yeah,
strictly off of reading the chart. So that's no easy feat.
no, it's not.
Everybody out there watching and listening, like, yeah, man, this whole segment is called "Trade with Me on Demand." We made, and so far we're 2 for 2 on demand, Gets. So congratulations,
Thank you.
congrats to me, congrats to you. Um, I'm pissed. I should have jumped in when you initially got in because it had a nice run up. That was slick what you did, cuz did that shit real nonchalant too. Real
Yeah,
nonchalant.
I,
But
I yeah, I was just waiting for a setup.
yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing this more. I want to share a quick story, Gets.
Okay.
A quick story, a tale of a loss that I took this morning on Tesla. And I think it's been a few times I've talked about Tesla on the pod, on our live streams when it comes to this. It's my pops' workhorse.
Right.
It's his workhorse that he makes thousands all the time on. So he hit me up on Friday. And mind you, I got burnt on Tesla like twice last week. But he was like, hey, it might be a time to buy in.
Right.
It's like, all right, let me look. So I look, I see a spot, but I'm like, yo, I'm gonna wait till 3:45. I'm not jumping in now. It was like 12, 1 o'clock when he told me. I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm gonna wait to the end because it's very volatile. It's up and down, up and down. I don't want to go through the up and down. I get in at 3:45. Tesla selling at $1,008. I jump in on the option. By 3:52, I'm up $450 already. Mind you, the Tesla's down as a whole. The market is plummeting. But I got in at the sweet spot, wrote it up 450. I didn't take it. I was like, well, Monday comes, it could jump up 30, $40, and then I'm gonna make thousands. So I'm like, I'm gonna hold it. And you know what happened to Tesla this morning, cuz? Bottomed the fuck out. Bottomed out. Right
Crazy.
now, Tesla's at like 976. I got out of it this morning when it was at like 993. Cause like I'm not playing this game. Like I see what's happening here.
Right.
I'm gonna go in and lick my wounds, go home, and realize I should have, taken my money, but I got greedy.
Right.
And that's the number one rule of trading. Don't get greedy. I'm looking at this SPY candle, and I would have made a little bit more money on that thing because it's pushing up.
Yeah. Yeah. You had to sit through some pain first, but yeah.
Yeah, would have had to sit through some pain. But
1202.
oh yeah, she moving up now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I still don't think it's moving up, but I don't think it's gonna be nothing crazy.
true.
But yeah, yeah, and you know what? And we talked about it, and it's the problem is it's something shiny. That's what Tesla is. You
That
know,
shiny toy.
that
Yep.
shiny toy, and that it's like it'll get you caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I kind of stick with why I stick with the spy.
Mm-hmm.
I learned years ago, that as long as I'm jumping around, then I'm not focused on one thing.
Word.
So I
That's
mean,
real.
you can trade whatever stock just off the technical analysis and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But if I sit and I study one, then I can get so good at that. I can
Mm-hmm.
understand the price action, you know, and the technicals become easier.
Mm.
So and that's my thing now is just watching those, being able to look at these technicals and pick it apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why all last week it's like I would see these trades and I would start setting up for them, and then I would just be end up too busy or something. You
Mm-hmm.
know, last week was just a crazy week. Um, but yeah, so that's why I stick to this. It doesn't matter. Even they'll be telling you tell me about certain stocks, whatever. I may go take a look at them, and if I see something that's obvious, then I'm jumping on it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if I'm staring at one thing, this is what I study. This is what I back test. Everything I do, basically for the most part, now is on the spy, unless I'm going longer term. If I'm going longer term and I'm using fundamentals, then I can buy leaps or I can buy shares of whatever, And then, but I know it's long term. I'm
Right.
not worried about today. If I want to
Right.
trade today, I want to scout, then I just do it on the spot because I know I can do this every day. You
Mm.
know, I can make a living on this. So
That's the goal.
yeah,
So yeah, man, I just wanted to share that Tesla story, and I realized because my pops, he's like, "Hey, I made 15,000 last week on Teslas." Like, damn. So I see those big numbers, and I realize you can't base your trades off of someone else's success or profit,
right,
and that's why I held on over the weekend because I
yeah,
wanted to make $10,000 today on Monday
right.
instead of taking the game. And as we see, this spy candle, man, now is back above that support.
It is.
Should have stayed. I should have stayed in that joint, but you know what? I'm not upset because I jumped in and made money, even if it is $5. Yo, cuz I'm gonna be right back.
All right,
I'm gonna just disable this camera.
all right. So it will get back to us. We'll keep an eye on this chart. I still think it's going to drop. On the 15, we're still in the channel. Oh yeah. 1206. Yep, there we go. Whole other side of the action. Yeah. Volume still on a decline. But I think this is definitely where this is a spot. Looking at the 15, this is a spot where I would jump in this. Um, Maybe ride this wave down. I think it's covered. uptrend looks like it's broken. We're flat now. So at this point, I think it's just a matter of time. Good. Chill. This is crazy. Oh, wrong. We're breaking off to the upside. It's crazy. No real volume, no volatility. What time is it? 12:11. Major sideways action. Now, this candle high. Oh, we broke it. We broke it. 457.89. Yeah, we definitely broke it. So let's see if keep moving. That's a good sign for the upside. Yeah. Got my little change for the day. I can go relax now. All right.
Yo.
Yeah. You see this little breakout happening?
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit like that be hurting my soul when it's like, man, I was in there. Yeah, I could have made, a nice little chunk.
Yeah.
I'm about to just do the calculations on what I could have made if I would have stayed in. I just like doing that to torture myself every now and then. So let's see. I was in on the SPY. I think I had a 455 strike, right?
I think so.
Let me double check that. Just to see what it's at now and what I bought it. I think I bought it for 672. No, 872. My bad. Let's see. I had a $455 strike that I bought at 872. Okay. Let's see what that's trading for right now. Just for shits and giggles, gets $455 strike. So I bought it for 872. It's now trading at 917.
Okay.
So let's just do the calculations on that. 917 times
50 something?
yeah, $50. Really $45 to be precise.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna cry over that, you know.
Right. Hey,
But
but you know what? It shows you were right though, and the theory played out. I mean, the same thing with the last time we did the spy, right?
yep.
I got out. Um, like I said, I didn't like the timing on it,
Mm-hmm.
so I got out. I made like $90.
Mm-hmm.
You held it until the next day, and
Mm-hmm.
you made what did you say, a couple $100?
Yeah, 200. Well,
Now,
197 to be exact.
okay. Now, how many contracts did you have?
I let me go back to my thing to see how many contracts did I have for that. So for that one, and that was a put. I just had one contract.
Okay, you had one contract and made a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had like 20 or 30 and made $90.
Okay.
It was real quick. I
Yeah.
think I spent uh 30 seconds or something like that in the trade, which is like the story of my life. But 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 that same trade, if I stayed in it on my side
Mm,
with that 20-30 contracts, I told you it was worth 12 or 15 grand.
right.
You know what I mean? If I stayed in until the next day.
Right.
So you gotta take all this information and use it. You know, you're proving to yourself that how the theories play out
Yep.
as you make these trades. And then when you do stuff like these trades on Tesla that are based on someone else's theory, then you have issues. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. So one thing I want to ask you, just for my clarification, because I have my charts that I use my moving averages, and I use the VWAP.
Okay.
So for
I haven't
you,
used that in a long time.
yeah, I got that from my pops. So walk me through each of these lines and colors, and like I want to know exactly what I'm looking at here.
This whole mess on
I
my
want to,
on my screen,
yes.
this huge mess.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm using right now is, I think we talked about this before. Usually, I used to use the simple moving averages.
Yeah. Now you use
Um,
the exponentials.
Now I use exponentials because it puts more weight to the current price as
Yep.
opposed to equally weighting the prices
Yep.
for the days. So what I'm using are the 7, the 14, the 7 day.
So which is which?
So the 7 day is this purple. I think it's this one here.
Okay.
Yeah, the 7 day, the 14 day. I actually got to change the colors because I got a couple that are
Mm-hmm.
the same. The 14 day, the 30 day. I think this is here.
Okay.
The 60, the 90 day,
Mm.
the 180,
Okay.
and 360. I believe is this one here.
Okay.
And then I have my Bollinger Bands.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and everything else, these red lines, these are all price levels I put in.
You're right. And now what about the top?
This here,
Yep.
this is part of the Bollinger Bands. That's the upper band.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Here's it. Yeah, here's your middle. Here's your bottom band.
Okay.
You know. So I don't always have the Bollinger Bands on. On days like this, they're definitely good to have.
Right. So when the
Um,
Bollinger Band, if they kind of contract, like come in tighter, that means your stock is probably going to pull back, and if they expand out, that means it's pulling up. Is that correct?
No. So the Bollinger Bands usually, if they're contract, that's showing you consolidation.
Okay.
So what I like to do with the Bollinger Bands is sometimes I'll put them on. You can look at the consolidation, and when you have this consolidation, you can see when as it gets tighter, then you can start prepping for that big move, and that's when it's
Mm,
going to open up.
mm,
You're going to have that breakout,
okay.
one way or the other. It doesn't skew more to one way.
Mm,
Um, so like right now, we're starting to come out of it because we've been tight, for a long time today.
right.
Um, but yeah, so we had the breakout over here is where it started, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the day because we were tight all in the extended hours.
Right.
Um, we were tight in here, and then we had to start to break out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had a breakout over here, and then it's trading sideways, so we started to tighten back up.
Right.
Now it looks like we've broken high of the day. Looks like we're breaking out again.
Mm,
Um, so now it looks like we're coming out of this consolidation.
okay.
So that's that. But a lot of times when I put them on, it's usually if something's going on and I can't make sense of it,
Right.
then I'll put the bands on, the Bollinger Bands, and then that gives me more levels to look at.
Okay.
So I can see, all right, are we, like let's say we're going through this time right now, it's running up, and then I'm like, all right, there's nothing up here. There's nothing to stop it, but it keeps stopping.
Right.
You put the bands on, then you'll see, all right, it's sitting on the top upper band,
Right.
or it's broken through the upper band.
Hmm.
You know, and then you can kind of plan accordingly. So that's what I do with that. You know,
Okay.
and it's going to be different depending on the time frame you're looking at too. It's not
Right.
going to look the same on each time frame. Because it's adjusting for that time frame.
Right.
Um, I usually use the 15. I know you use the 5.
The 5 minute. Yep.
Yeah. Today the 15 wasn't the clearest, so I pulled up. I was looking at the 60, and I was like, I wasn't feeling it. So I pulled up the 5 just because I realized the 15. I was actually looking too far out, looking at the 15, which is crazy to say. Um, the price action was so small. You had a couple of big moves early in the day, but besides that, the moves weren't that big. So I needed to basically zoom in.
Mm,
So going to the 5 minute allowed me to do that.
okay.
So I went to the 5 minute, and then it made everything a lot clearer.
Hmm.
And that's why I like that trade that I just made. That was on a 5 minute.
Right.
Today is definitely a lot clearer on the 5. If you put it on the 15, you can set up a trade, and you may be right. It's going to take a while though.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, is your plan? You plan on jumping in on something else today, or you kind of just chill?
I think I'm chilling for the day. I think I'm done. We're probably gonna wrap this up soon. Um,
Okay.
but uh, but yeah, I think I'm done for the day. It looks like I don't have any more day trades right now. Anyway, that money still hasn't come through,
Okay.
which I'm annoyed about. So it looks like I'm actually not gonna have any trades until Wednesday unless that comes through.
Mm,
Which I ain't happy about, but it is what it is.
right.
Um, so yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it because I don't see anything I'm gonna swing trade. Um,
I'm
let me
gonna check
actually,
this unusual options activity list real quick.
yeah, pull that up.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me share my screen. See if there's anything that sticks out. right. So we went here. You can see the screen, right?
Yep.
So so this was the first thing you do. Like I mentioned, I want to hit that. I want to categorize it by highest delta. So boom, 82, 82 cent. And then we just want to kind of scroll through, see what volume or open interest, if something sticks out to me. Right now, it looks like there's a lot of low volume today and open interest.
Right.
I'm not seeing anything that's too crazy.
Yeah, there's something going on today because the volume definitely don't seem to be there today.
Yeah, it's not much volume right now. Let me go to the next page. And at this point, we're at lower deltas as well, which ain't
Right.
great. So I see this YNDX. I don't even know what that is, but they got 12,000 volume here. No open interest though, which means there's not a lot of open contracts for this position. So I don't love that. Um, See, if I was scrolling through for the day, I would come here and it's not really much. Well, now of course here we see Tesla a
Yeah,
decent
that's crazy.
value in open interest. Which yeah, I ain't messing with it. I'm just not messing with it. I'm good,
Right.
man. Whoa, hold up. You see that though?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's Apple for now. That's for an expiration for Friday. So let me just show you what I would do, guys, because I don't love doing the trades for that week.
Okay.
Like I always like to at least go out 1 week. So what I do is click on Apple in this case because that sticks out to me.
Right.
Something's up, and yeah, something's up there. So I'm gonna click on Apple, then go over here to options and options prices. I'm gonna click on options prices. So now this is giving me all the options right now, and it's always gonna put you in the current week that you're in. So I want to go out to at least the next week, which is 12/17. Boom. And then what I love to do is scroll all the way down because it's going to kind of give you an idea of what's the overall call volume total in comparison to the put volume total, and what's the
Hmm.
overall call open interest total as compared to the put open interest total. So as I'm looking at this, the open contracts, the puts are outweighing the calls, but over here the volume is doubling the put volume.
Right.
So I'm gonna just come back up to the calls and see if there's any spot where the volume and open interest is crazy for next week. And I'm seeing so that one sticks out. That's 170. Where is Apple trading at? Apple's trading at 166. I just like to stay in the money personally.
Right.
Look at this shit. For the $160 strike, 90,000 open interest? It's mad contracts going on there.
Yeah, look at that 165 though. Look at,
At 165 and that 165 is decent. What So now let's kind of see what's the delta looking like for it. So if you want to see the delta, you come over here to options, then volatility in Greeks, because delta is a Greek symbol. So volatility in Greeks. We click on that. Now we can go to the $165 strike and see what that delta is hitting on. So right now the delta is at 54. That's not bad. I mean, it's not bad.
no,
It's
that's
not
not
bad.
bad at all.
Yeah. So with all that, I'm curious. I'm not gonna lie. Everything on this has me curious. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. Because now I want to go to Yahoo Finance.
Okay.
I want to go to Yahoo Finance to see what's up. Is there something going on? So let me set that up. Because this could be shaping up for a swing trade for me. Because I don't necessarily want to do a another daily joint,
Right.
but I might want to swing it. So I'm gonna share my screen again and bring us over to Yahoo Finance.
All right.
All right, so here we are. And I just want to go to the news. Like, what's going on? And as I'm scrolling, bu- 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 mm, let's just hit news. And honestly, cuz like the top story is not even about Apple. So there's no news right now. There's nothing that's necessarily pushing this up.
Yeah. Now, wasn't didn't something come out the other day about them telling their suppliers that they were gonna
Hold
start
on.
orders? Here we go.
Boom,
I
right
saw
here.
it. Okay.
Right here. Apple stock is an attractive buy, says Key Bank, whatever. Price target set at 191. Okay. So he initiates coverage on Apple with a bullish outlook, foreseeing significant growth in the company's iPhone and services agreements. So that right there is telling you what's up. Like that's why Apple's jumping today. Simple. So we got that. I want to stop sharing my screen because you know what I want to do, Gets? I would like for you to pull up a chart on it if you can.
Already there.
Okay.
Yeah. So what time? I'm on a daily right now.
Okay.
Um. So here's where we are right now.
This is on the daily.
Yeah. This is the daily chart.
Mm. That daily would suggest that it's about to drop tomorrow.
That's what I'd be worried about.
That's what that daily is telling me because of that long wick up.
Right. So I mean, but this would be a good one if you're gonna swing it. You know, do like you usually do, where you wait until later on in the day, 3:45, something like that, and see
Hmm.
how that candle's setting up then.
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know.
that's exactly what this is for me for today. I'm gonna probably come back about 3:45, see what's up with Apple, what's up with this candle,
Right.
and then go from there. Because if that candle fills out and we no longer have that top wick and it's more of a strong green candle, we could be in position for a nice move upwards tomorrow. Because
Yeah.
that news was good. You know, they got a positive outlook from one of these. You know,
Right.
from an analyst. So
Right.
that's always a good catalyst.
Yeah.
So that's how I think we've given the people two different strategies today. We kind of studied the SPY. We actually scalped the SPY. We both made successful trades, got in and got out. And then I showed you all what my process is when it comes to the unusual options activity. And we spotted one.
Right.
But we did our due diligence once we spotted it. Why does this have so much volume and open interest? What's up with it? Well, we found out what's up with it. It got a positive outlook from an analyst.
Right. Right.
Now we went a little bit deeper. Let's check out the technicals. What do the candles look like? And right now for this daily, we don't love that green candle with the top wick because that could suggest that it tried to push up higher and the sellers pushed it down and said, nah, we don't want to go in that direction, which could lead to it pulling back. Now, if you look one, two, three candles to the left from the current candle, we could see a similar. Now, the other one was a red candle, but still, it had that body with the long top wick. And what happened the next day?
Yeah. We had a gap down.
Gap down. One. Now, if you look one, two, three, four, five, six candles to the left, what happened? We had a strong top wick, and the next day she pulled back.
Right.
She's been pulling back ever since. So, or for at least a good two or three candles, she pulled back.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of gives us an understanding that that analysis has happened in the past. There's a trend for it.
Right.
So, you know, we'll see, but I'm gonna definitely come back and look at it later on
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the
We're
morning.
definitely gonna have to talk about that.
Yeah.
the next time we come on here.
Yep.
So we may do this again tomorrow, either tomorrow or Wednesday.
Okay.
We'll figure out the schedule. Man, I'm exhausted. I got physical therapy today. I got a long day ahead of me.
No doubt. No doubt.
So I'm not
Take
going.
care of that. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do it. Got to do it. So,
All right.
um,
This was good shit. This was our first trade with me on demand. Gets this is your shit. I'm gonna let you lead us out. Your thing.
listen. I got no clue what I'm doing here. This is all you. All right, so you check us out on the socials.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, we on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Ib underscore gets underscore pod.
Mm-hmm.
You hit us up on IG. Ib is it the same? Ib underscore gets underscore podcast. See, I don't never do
Podcast.
this.
Yeah, no, I'm putting it on you today, cuz. You
Yeah,
doing
you're
great.
killing me right now.
All right.
We also on Facebook, Stocks is Talking Podcast with Ibn Getz.
Yes, sir.
You know, and you can check us on the Discord. The link will be in the description.
Yep.
Oh, did I miss anything?
Nah, that was it. The link will on for the Discord will be in the description. You can also hit us up on the socials and we'll send you an invite and get you in. And also just want to make sure everybody understands Ibn Gets we are not financial advisors. We're just two cats that love investing and we love talking about it. But then at the end of the day, you always got to do your due diligence. Always got to, trade at your own discretion and do what's best for your portfolio. You feel me? But the more you know, the better you can do in terms of having a good understanding, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. And that's why we're here. We're just trying to do our best trading by, analyzing. And in turn, you can watch what we do and try to implement your own tools and strategies at the same time. So,
Yeah, give a little game.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that was a good one, yo. We two for two, gets. 2 for 2 so far. We cannot be mad at that. Trade with me on demand. It has 100% success rate as of now.
Yeah. Let's try and keep it that way.
Yes, sir. Let's do
Oh
that.
man. All right. We'll do this
All right,
again.
we out of here. That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.